Fortnite secrets. They're everywhere.
Wait, where?
No, Fred, I mean like, okay, you know what? Just take a look at this telescope.
Hey, wait a second. What's that?
It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, never mind.
It's red!
We put together all of the latest secrets in Fortnite just for you guys. Except for those of you who aren't subscribed, which by the way, that's a pretty big percent. Also, if you're not subscribed,
You'll lag out of the game for the Travis Scott show.
which is number 15.
I wouldn't risk it.
Astro World. You may have heard that a Travis Scott concert is happening from Thursday to Saturday, and this is actually true, and it's safe to say we're indescribably excited. Although Fortnite has been hinting at this concert for days now, and half of you probably didn't even notice. If you look up at the sky, you can spot a tiny, and I mean really tiny purple dot. If you aim directly at it, you'll hear a secret song play for you, which is actually the end to Travis Scott's Highest in the Room. This has been in the sky only as of last Saturday, so it's gone under a lot of people's radar. Even for those who spotted it, it's hard to tell it's Travis Scott related unless you listen closely and realize that it's completely his style. Either way, it's a really subtle Easter egg, and hit that like button if you're excited to see Astro World in Fortnite. Number 14, the Unreleased Shotgun. Ever since Season 2 came out with the fancy Battle Pass lobby, people have been analyzing every nook and cranny of each room to find hidden secrets, Easter eggs, storyline clues, and more. Although there is one thing that still a ton of people haven't really noticed, and you can find it in more than one room. In Midas's office and in Sky's bedroom, you can find a collection of 3 weapons: a suppressed pistol, which we now have in Spy Wars, the rapid-fire SMG, which was added with Season 2, and one more unreleased shotgun, which we've never seen before. This may be the leaked charged shotgun, which was found by data miners, but we've been seeing Fortnite tease this gun for years now, so it's been a secret for a long time. Maybe we'll finally see it this season, considering Epic went out of their way to put it on the wall twice. Number 13, everything about the engineer. There's a secret character in Fortnite who nobody knows about yet, and that's because she's only ever been spotted in a single picture. Yet, this one character who is so unknown is somehow essential to the Fortnite Season 2 storyline. In our last story video, we delved deep into who this woman might be. You can find her photos in Midas's office, and she's codenamed the Engineer in the files. However, we had a hunch and asked one of our favorite leakers, Lucas7 Yoshi, to grab us a picture of the book near the Doomsday device, and it resulted in us piecing together the puzzle. The Engineer is Midas's lover, or partner in crime, who's building the Doomsday device for him, and the book tells us that the Oro pickaxe is going to be used as well as the power of the storm when the time comes for Midas's revenge. But this isn't the only secret part of Midas's office. Number 12. Tempest. In his office, you can see a particularly unique outfit on display in a glass case. If you remember well, this outfit belongs to the Tempest item shop skin. We asked the question in our last video, what does the Tempest have to do with anything? However, we realized that if you look at his skin description, it actually says harness the power of the storm. I mean, Epic is just pretty much confirming our theory day by day at this point. This caption very nearly relates entirely to the book in Midas's office, which shows that he will be using the power of the storm to power the Doomsday device. Maybe he'll pair the Tempest outfit with Oro's pickaxe to get some ungodly powers. Or maybe he needs the outfit in order to wield the power of the storm without being electrocuted or something. Either way, this little outfit unlocks so many more theories about the storyline, and it's definitely a secret a lot of players would have just glanced over. Number 11, Meowsicles moving to the box factory. Since Deadpool did a wild and wacky takeover of Fortnite, he also evicted Meowsicles from his precious personal yacht. I can totally understand why. I mean, those abs are pretty scary. Because of this, a lot of people were wondering where Meowsicles had actually gone, and he's now hiding out at the box factory. I unfortunately learned this the hard way, considering I landed here a few days ago and got the life scared out of me, but I guess that's what I get for landing at Box Factory in the first place. The only thing is, why did he move so close to the redacted bunker? Coincidence or something more interesting? Only time will tell, it seems. But let's move on to number 10, hidden Easter eggs in the Battle Pass for a free emoticon. There's an extremely hidden Easter egg in the Battle Pass lobby, which will actually give you an exclusive emoticon for completing it. First, you'll need to head to Brutus's room and click the valves in this order to release Steam. If done correctly, Agent Peely will pop his head up from behind the desk, but it's not over yet. Next, make your way over to Meowsicle's gym and knock over the bobblehead that's next to the TV, and Peely will show up again. For the final step, head over to Midas's room and crank the gramophone a few times. The song will then play, and Peely will appear one last time from behind a painting. And there you have it. The banana bridge is all yours. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Go bananas on the like button.
Code T5G. Code T5G. Use that code.
Number 9. Save the Bears storyline. For those of you that didn't know, there's actually a secret side storyline happening in Season 2 as a grand war between the gnomes and teddy bears that's been going on in the background. First, we had to help the gnomes with telescopes, and then we had to help the bears find their offensive plans and honeypots. Since then, they've been battling it out all over the map, and it seems that right now on the island, the gnomes have captured the leader of the bears. All the bears are now in a prison cell, although one is trying to break out with a spoon, and there is one that you can do a secret mission on called Save the Bears. I wonder where this side story will go after this, honestly. Number 8, the new compass feature. An unnoticed change to the compass has arrived in a recent update. You know the bar at the top of your screen? Yeah, it actually got an update. Since the 12.4 update, you can actually see a red flashing beacon whenever someone in the area fires a weapon. Kind of like Call of Duty with the minimap, you can now see where people are after they shoot. It's weird that they just decided to add this without telling anyone, but hey, it's a cool feature nonetheless. It's hard to spot it if you're not looking for it, so just make sure to take advantage of this the next time you load up a match of Fortnite. It's definitely helped us secure a few more eliminations. Number 7. Deadpool has stolen Fred? This next entry is a bit of a goof, but it's also a pretty decent secret. When you head to the yacht that Deadpool has taken over, he's also added a lot of decorations to it. The best thing about these decorations is that, well, it seems that Deadpool has taken Fred from the island and made him his new pet. On one wall, you can find artwork of Deadpool taking Fred the llama out for a walk, and they seem to be loving it. On another wall, there's a drawing of Deadpool riding Fred while shooting a pistol and holding a katana. If you're an art fan, you might spot that the first painting of Deadpool with Fred is a parody of a famous classic painting. You might recognize it from that one Looney Tunes movie. I mean, just maybe. You might, maybe. Either way, there's not much to this Easter egg. It's just a pretty funny set of art. Number 6, infected game mode coming to Fortnite. There's an upcoming LTM, which might be one of my favorite modes to come into Fortnite in a while, and it's called the Arsenic LTM. If you guys have ever played Halo or Call of Duty, this is basically like infected. You play as survivors who have to take out enemy players who are zombies, and if you get eliminated, you become a zombie also. This LTM has the potential to be one of the most fun modes in a long time. And not only is it leaked, but there is gameplay out there from the same people who glitched their way into the LTM early, which we would never recommend, by the way. The map has a ton of fog, higher pickaxe damage, and some kind of double jump. I cannot wait for this to eventually release. But number 5 is the Secret Prisoner. With one of the most recent updates, the most notable map change in Fortnite's island was a complete change-up of the Shark POI. It went from a crossover with one of their other games to a storyline-related prison complex, but the prison isn't really what's interesting here. A small secret island off the shore of the prison can be landed on, and there's a small building with a single cell inside. The cell has 24-hour security and a single bed. The only mystery that remains is who's the secret prisoner? We're guessing it's either Oro or someone else. Oro's staff is in Midas's office, and the book hints that he has Oro locked away. But at the same time, Oro might have escaped because of that cell with the calendar, which shows the dates he was available in the item shop. So who knows? We have another theory as to who the prisoner might be, but you'll have to wait till number 1 to find that out. Number 4, Deadpool's Letter to Fortnite. Now, you'll remember this Easter egg, or maybe you won't, dependent on if you've completed the Deadpool challenges or not. In Deadpool's restroom under the agency, you can actually view a letter to Epic Games on the floor from Wade himself. When you read it, it says, "Dear Fortnite, I came up with a cool redesign for the battle bus. I bet my friends my good drawing arm you'd put this in the game last season. Please tell your artist limbs are on the line and to add this right away. Your best friend, Wade." It was a pretty comical letter when we read it at the start of the season, but it turns out that the design Deadpool drew is, of course, in the game. So it seems that Deadpool's entire backstory and reason for being on the island is because he knows he's in a video game and threatened Epic to add him into Fortnite. It's actually pretty funny. Number 3. Midas Lore story. Where did Midas come from? Something you might not know if you didn't hear the legend growing up is the tale of King Midas, the person who the Battle Pass skin is based off. The myth behind King Midas is that he was an ancient king who was extremely rich. Although Midas, on the other hand, he was not the greatest. Midas was more greedy. And when he was given one wish by a god, Midas wished that everything he touched turned to gold. Although Midas quickly realized that this was a mistake when he hugged his daughter and turned her into gold. After everything was undone by the god who gave him his wish, Midas decided to become a better and more generous person. So this myth is pretty similar to the actual story of the skin and what his character is based on. But we are crashing into number 2 with Crash Trucks. A truck with chairs and a truck with pallets have been moving around the map since the start of Chapter 2, Season 1. And while we wondered where they were going, it seems that the trucks have actually now crashed into each other. That's pretty ironic and all, but you can find all the pallets and chairs that have fallen down a cliff, and they make for some pretty fast materials. Maybe this will eventually morph into new POI, or hopefully something can come along and help out the truck. Number 1, Kaos Agent might not be dead. So the running theory for the last few weeks since the leaked Midas intro appeared was that Kaos Agent had been taken out and Midas had put his head on his trophy wall. However, when you realize that Kaos Agent has an alternative style with no mask on, it kind of makes you think, I mean, why would Kaos Agent walk around with no mask if he needs it along with his back bling to live? It makes no sense that he'd have a no mask variant unless someone took it from him. And that is why we think that Midas defeated Kaos Agent and is holding him in a single cell near the prison. Busted, mister.
Send him to the new prison.
The reason he might have his own cell is so the other Ghost members don't know that Midas has captured him and they keep being distracted. If they're still trying to fight Kaos Agent, it means they won't discover the Doomsday device, leaving Midas uncontested to carry out his revenge. This has been 15 Secrets in Fortnite. Like and subscribe if you're excited for the Travis Scott event. We know we are here at Top 5 Gaming. And check out another video right here. I'll see you guys over there. This has been Sam from Top 5 Gaming.
Yeah, I thought that was a fun video. What do you think, Travis?